Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, there is something that I want us to discuss. I've got three things that I would like us to discuss, and the three things are coming from today's newspaper, that is the Daily Nation. I have got the front page of the Daily Nation here. What I want us to talk about. Number one, I want to talk about the issue of the election, or this issue of the interview of the IEBC chair. And number two, I want us to handle the issue of Waititu for some minutes, and lastly we'll finish with Uhuru. So I can start by any. Let me start with the issue of the IEBC. Of course, we all know that we don't have IEBC chair, the election is just approaching. So before the election, we need to have the team, the IEBC team that are going to supervise. You know, the people cannot register without the IEBC and all that. Now, there are 4 people who are vying, who wants to become the chairman or chairpersons, who want to replace the former. That is the late Wafula Chebukati. Number 1, we have got Nyechai. Number 2, we have got Amadi. Number 3, we have got Lorot. And the last one, we have got Ngeyua. Now, here, a lot of people are saying that Ruto's choice is already known, and that is Nyechai. How old is Nyechai? Nyechai is very old, but now there's another issue here that is happening. That why is it that these positions, these guys are normally being recycled? Like you are being taken from another place, you're coming into another, and it's like a shift. Like you are a chairperson somewhere, taken from that place, you're brought to another place, and then you find that what you're doing, nobody trusts you. Right now, we can't say that anybody trusts William Ruto. Nobody trusts William Ruto. Any decision that he makes, nobody trusts him. And I heard Nyechai saying that he is very much intelligent, and he stands. He knows very well that he's going to do the right thing. Suppose he's given the position. I want us to listen to Nyechai.
Close friend of mine, very close friend of mine, a professional colleague. When I told him I am applying for this job, he told me, my brother, are you sure you want to do that? I asked, many people have asked me that question. I said yes. He told me why. I asked him why. He told me, you should be ready to either lose your life or your integrity. That's exactly the words that he used. I told him, no, I do not intend to lose my life in serving the people of Kenya as chair or commissioner of IEBC, and I have no intention at any point of compromising on integrity. And I think it's defeatist. So to answer your question, I believe I have the courage that I have no illusions about how difficult this job is. But then at the same time, I have no hesitation in believing that I can do it.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask you some questions around voter suppression. Somebody said that in relation to election rigging or taking away, election rigging, that it is easier to rig an election while it is out there. Like it is easier to steal maize when it is still in the farm than when it is brought in the granary, because when it is in the granary, it is in sacks and it can be counted. But when it's in the shamba, you can just pick here and there and ensure that it cumulatively you have stolen enough of grain. Similarly, in elections, election experts always say that there are many ways in which voter suppression can be done, leading to affecting negatively the outcome of an election. What is your understanding of voter suppression? And can you name 2 ways in which it can be done? Thank you.
Okay, voter rigging may be done even during the registration process, where voters are transferred where even voters are, potential voters are dissuaded from registering as voters. It can be done through the register by not updating the register. It can be done during party nominations. It can be done through bribery before the elections, and many others which go on the ground.
Mr. Kakai, do you think that having mediation and arbitration skills is important for the job that you are now here for?
Yes. As a lawyer, I also participate in mediation. And if I reflect, for example, if I may answer that question with the help of experience, if I remember the last election, if there was any attempt for mediation, it will have solved what we witnessed. So mediation is a critical tool that a chair of IEBC can utilize. And you can call in any mediator to help if you can't mediate, but it's a softer tool of assisting to calm down things.
Story number 2 is about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, if you look at this Daily Nation, it says that Uhuru's 26 billion Kenya shillings CBC blunder, and it says that a 25.6 billion World Bank project to build schools infrastructure launched during former President Uhuru Kenyatta's second term has returned to haunt President William Ruto's Kenyan Kwanza administration as learners continue to suffer, with taxpayers now set to pay for the past mistakes of the state officials. I want to ask a very simple question. That when William Samoei Ruto was being elected, didn't he know that there might be? Was he not aware that there might be some blunders that were made by the former president? And mark you, he was under the same government. So I think what these guys are trying to do, they're trying to bring to paint Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's name on the thing that was supposed to be settled by William Ruto. I know they've been complaining that William Ruto cannot survive, William Ruto cannot do the projects, cannot do anything because he's trying to pay the debt. Which debts is he paying? You know, you cannot tell us that you're paying the debts, yet you're increasing high taxation every now and then. Now, you've increased taxation since you entered government. We are in the 3rd year. You want to tell us that even going to borrow, okay, why are you borrowing? If you're trying to pay the debts, why are you going to borrow? Why? Why spending money unnecessarily if you're really in need of paying the debts? Now you are linking. Now these guys are trying to link Uhuru Kenyatta with the CBC. You can't succeed with this kind of thing. And I said this issue that this CBC thing, let it stop, because nobody is going to understand. Even the president himself does not understand what CBC means. He doesn't understand. So one thing that needs to be done, or needed to be done, William Samoei Ruto could have known that I'm getting into this government, and there are a lot of things that need to be set in place, and therefore it will take me as the president of the Republic of Kenya to do them. Instead of bringing in people like Raila Odinga who cannot even help you. You have to understand that Raila Odinga is not even there to help, by the way. Raila is not even there to help. That is a fact. Raila is not even there to help. The last story is about Ferdinand Waititu. And let me tell you something. Something that you all need to understand. That you will only know your friends when you are in trouble. When you're with them, when you are laughing, you are eating, you will not know the kind of people they are. Wait until you are in trouble. That is when now you'll know the kind of friends you have. Ferdinand Waititu is crying here. And he's saying that what I have learned about life, friends. And let me just read what the newspaper says, that former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu has grown tired of the monotonous head counts before daybreak in the afternoon and at sundown during the warder's shift changes. Save for a special accommodation, he goes through the usual routine the other inmates face. I have just come out of mid-morning service at Christian International Church, as there is not much you can do here, he says. After a brief chat on how his morning was, the church is domiciled inside the prison. The minute you get inside here, you realize that you are alone. You realize the people you thought were your real friends are just acquaintances. Let me ask this. What do you expect? You know, now this is now the repercussion of stealing. Because you find that you are stealing. After stealing, now you enjoyed. Of course, people didn't send you to steal. After you've stolen, you enjoyed with people. Now after being caught, you're starting to blame people that, oh, blah blah, this one. Why are you blaming them? I think the best thing to do is just face the wrath on your own. After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget, take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me over in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you are watching this video from.